I recently saw in a Kubota owners Facebook group, somebody asked the question, does it matter where I buy my tractor? It's a good question, and I think the answer is yes, and I'm gonna go into more detail. Hey guys, Zach here from Kubota of Lynchburg, and today I wanted to answer the question, does it matter where I buy my tractor at, or where should I buy my tractor at? And it is important, and the main reason is going to be, of course, I'll just address it right away, is price, right? So you're looking at a new tractor, or maybe even a used tractor, but usually on new. If you're looking at a new tractor, you can shop around and you can quote multiple dealers against each other to get better pricing. Now, every once in a while, dealers or manufacturers will actually put set pricing on things like lawnmowers right now. Those are usually pretty much set prices. You might get your dealer to throw in a set of blades or an oil change or something like that, but they're pretty much set unless you're looking at the big ones. But on tractors, almost every dealer is going to be different in price. Honestly, here at our dealership, almost every salesperson is going to be slightly different on price. They should be similar, but they're going to be slightly different. Just depends on how that salesperson is quoting it and what all you talked about. So if you price 5 dealerships on a $30,000 tractor roughly, you could get anywhere from $27,000 to $33,000, right? And that's a big difference. That's $6,000 in difference. So you're going to say, obviously, I want to go with the cheaper one. Well, yes, you want to save money, and that is a good idea, but you also want to look at some of the more important factors. Now, if that dealership is 3 hours away and they're $1,500 cheaper than your local dealership, well, first things first, I would say, hey, local dealership, here's my quote. Please show them a quote. Don't just say what they told you, but here's my quote on what this other dealership price. Can you match it? And there's a chance they might be able to, but even not. Let's say you get this tractor from 3 hours away. Let's say it's one big like this that has DEF on it, and you start having issues with this tractor. Now, is that dealership you bought it from, are they gonna send a service technician out 3 hours away to service your tractor? Maybe, probably not. Just depends on the dealership. They might charge you for it. Whereas your local dealership, 10, 15, 20 minutes down the road, if you bought it from them, they almost will guarantee that they're gonna come out and take a look at it with no charge on it because you're local. You're a customer, it doesn't cost them a ton of money to get out there. So think about that, the service right off the bat, because a lot of times new equipment, you might have questions on. There might be a leak on the third function hydraulics, there might be a code that it's throwing because it's brand new. Most of the time, tractors are great from the factory and from setup, but not all the time. And that dealer support is gonna be more important than, let's say, $500 or $1,000 in price. Because if you have issues and your dealership that you bought it from doesn't support it, trust me, it's gonna cost a lot more than $500 to $1,000. So let's take example, a longer distance one. We're here in Virginia. Let's say you quote a package deal from Alabama, and you're gonna go travel a 14-hour round trip or something like that. Okay, so now you have to calculate fuel. You gotta calculate wear and tear on your truck and trailer. All right, that $2,000 is now negated that you just saved. Let's say it's a $4,000 cheaper machine. Are they going to come service or provide a warranty or anything like that? Absolutely not. There's no chance. So you've got to look at parts and service and building a relationship, because that relationship is important, with your local dealership of choice. Hey, that's one of Kubota's taglines, local dealer of choice. So that's what you want to do, is you want to build that. But you also don't want to get, I'm going to go on the customer side now, you don't want to have that local dealer be $3,000 more and just say, nah, I ain't doing that, for another dealer half an hour down the road. So shop around for a good deal. That's rule number one, is get a good deal. If you can, deal local. Make sure that that dealership that you're buying it from has a very good service department and a parts department. Their sales team might be great, but if they have one service mechanic working in their shop, and you can't even find a parts guy on the property, you're probably not going to want to buy from there because you're not going to get any support over the next 5, 10, 15 years. So what if you're looking at used equipment? It's also important to buy from a good established dealership. There's a reason I'm standing at this tractor. We sold this tractor to a customer. We actually customized it for him. Put third function on, put wheel weights on, put some other accessories on it for him, and he got it about 3 weeks ago. Unfortunately, because it's used and it has about 4,000 hours, it was throwing DEF issues. Not when it left here, but within 5 hours, I guess probably because it had been sitting for a while, it was starting throwing DEF codes and DEF issues. Long story short, I ended up buying it back from him 3 hours later. He put like 25, 30 hours on it. We had to go out there 3 different times with a mechanic. We couldn't get it fixed there. I got it fixed now, but we couldn't get it fixed there, and he was unhappy. I ended up just buying it back because that's what a good local dealership would do if it's the appropriate case. So deal with your local dealership. Deal with a dealership that's going to support you, not just based on price. Also, on dealing local and building that relationship with the dealership, let's say you buy this tractor and 3, 4, 5 months from now you want to set a pallet forks or another implement or something like that. That salesperson you built that relationship with is much more likely to give you a good deal, maybe offer free delivery, those kind of things to you on it if you bought it local and you're going to continue to support their dealership and their business. And maybe the last thing on where should I buy my tractor is, if it sounds too good to be true, don't believe it. That $2,000 35-hour BX23S that's on Facebook Marketplace isn't real. So do your research, talk to people, talk to a dealership, and see what you can figure out. So go save some money, but build a good relationship.